most people, in my experience, using kettlebells, I mean, it could be their sole modality, but usually it's, because I work a lot of times with athletes, it's kettlebell training to support jiu-jitsu, kettlebell training to support tennis, kettlebell training to support hockey. So their main intention, or for you, kettlebell training to support your new the new category that you want to get into for Spartan racing, which is shorter duration.
Yeah.
So the kettlebell training will definitely be a key part, but you also need to train very sport specifically as well for that. So having a qualified coach, an assessment process, and then really just taking it step by step. Not, I think, for me, single kettlebell training, there is so much benefit that you can just get with one kettlebell.
Yeah, you were showing me like we were practicing the Turkish get up, and you had like 10 different ways to get up just with one kettlebell.
Yeah.
And you said you have like an ebook that you're doing that has how many?
So I've been working on, it's been an ongoing project, but it should be coming out in the next probably like 2-ish months. But essentially this volume 1, what I wanted to do is, because the kettlebell is such a unique tool for its portability, versatility, compact size, the amount of sporting abilities, strength, flexibility, coordination, power, etc., that you can accomplish with it. What I wanted to do in volume 1 is really just show people everything and anything that you could do if all you had was 1 to 2 kettlebells. So with that, unique exercises in terms of not including variations, well over 150, and I think it's going to get over 200, not including the warm-up of the variations.
When's the ebook done?
In the next 3 months. I'm pretty much did all the photo shoots. So if any of your listeners are interested, if you just go to MikeSalemi.io, /waitlist,
Okay.
you can be put on that and it'll be notified.
I'll put a link in the show notes too as well if you guys want to get on the wait list for that. For this ebook.
And anyone who tells me that kettlebell training is boring, hopefully my goal is by the end.
It's a ton of fun.
Yeah, and there's so many different variations, whether you're training for power, there's different techniques for that. For endurance, there are different techniques. If you want to work hand-eye coordination, there's juggling techniques. There's so many different ways you can use it as a corrective tool. So hopefully with this ebook is to kind of open up the box and show people the power and the amount of things that you can do in a short amount of time and just take it anywhere. So if you can throw it in your car, you can get an excellent workout in 15, 20 minutes and have it be something that never gets stale.
Nice. That was actually one of the workouts that I did coming back from one of these train to hunt competitions that I do. You and I haven't even talked about that. Like I do these bow hunting competitions where you backpack 100 to 150 pounds through the wilderness for 2 to 4 miles, and then you do an obstacle course race with your weapon. So you're doing like sandbag carries and sandbag throws and barbed wire crawls, and then you also have like a 4 to 5 hour shoot off where you're just like stalking through the woods shooting at these targets. It's an amazing competition. And driving back from one of those, my buddy and I went and we won Montana as a doubles team. But coming back, we had a workout that we did where every 30 miles we stopped and we each did 30 kettlebell swings and 30 burpees. And it was like a 500 mile trip. We got back, and like the very first thing we wanted to do as soon as we pulled in, we wanted to see our families. We didn't want to like unpack. We were just like looking for steak. We're like, let's eat meat. It was a great trip. What's next for you, dude? I mean, you talked about the clean and jerk competition as you wanting to step up to the next level in that, but as far as your own spirituality, your any other goals, anything else that you're working on aside from this ebook, is there anything that you're really focusing on right now?
Yeah, so in addition to the ebook, I'm also creating a conditioning program for combat athletes or anyone, whether it's recreational or competitive. And while it's going to be primarily kettlebell based, there'll also be an introduction to other unconventional tools, whether it's Indian clubs, mace bells, possibly Bulgarian bags. So that's also something that I'm working on right now as well. And that'll probably be released in the next 4 to 5 months. And so that's it's going to be an online program. But in addition to that, really just teaching integrated workshops that only all encompass tools that you can take anywhere, that you can do anytime through a holistic model. So I also do nutritional workshops and also the corrective approach as well.
Very cool. Because you're like a Czech practitioner as well, aren't you?
I am, yep.
Okay, cool. I love it. So that means I actually trust you because you've been through that protocol. Awesome, dude. Well, this is crazy in terms of the level at which you compete. I can't imagine holding 2 72-pound kettlebells, much less barely one, much less doing a clean and jerk with it. So I have no clue how you pull it off, but it's really interesting to get inside the head of an elite athlete like you who's competing at this kind of sport. It's amazing. And for those of you who are listening in, it really is the real deal.